So how did you find the feedback?
Very positive, and I know exactly what I need to do for the next lesson. Also, the progress, there's something which I used to struggle with. I know that it's become a strength now.
Excellent. How is it different to normal feedback?
Normal feedback, normally it's the grade, whether it's outstanding or good with outstanding. So it's more of here concrete evidence of what I need to do and what is my strength. So feel confident with that.
I thought it was clear, concise, to the point, and it made the person being coached come up with the answers themselves.
Feedback was less pressure, and it was, the main thing was it was just really positive, and I've got the next steps now and I'm looking forward to going into my next lesson and really praising the students, because I don't do it anywhere near as much as they need. So I'm glad that was highlighted today, and I'm glad I've got an action plan to actually go into the class and do that.
It makes you more relaxed, and it helps you to know your next steps. Normal feedback, they give it to you, you don't give it to them. But coach style feedback makes the individual who is being coached think more, and then it comes from him, and because it comes from the person, he takes ownership of it.
Giving the coaching style feedback, I felt a lot more in control than I have done giving feedback in other times. Also, I felt like I was able to just sit and listen to the other person more, and because of that, they came up with more of their own ideas.
Excellent. How long did it take you, that feedback?
It took 3 or 4 minutes.
And how long does feedback normally take?
Well, at least 10 minutes, I would say, to be honest. Yeah, it normally drags on. We've just got people just giving you a list of things that they noticed about your lesson, rather than just clear objectives for you to focus on.
That's a really interesting point you've just made. So in terms of people going out the room, then, once you've given them feedback this way, what's the difference in how they go out the room feeling?
Well, I think they just go out of the room probably with a kind of clear sense of purpose, in terms of, I know what I did well, I know what I need to do better, and I know how I'm going to make it better as well.
Excellent. So quicker action.
Yes.
Cool. Well done.
I found coach style feedback really, really helpful. I find it a really positive way of feeding back after observations or anything that's being observed, because it means you've got a way forward, you've got the momentum to carry on rather than feeling you've been set back. So I found it really positive.
Excellent. So how's it different to normal feedback you've had? So
it's different because you're focusing more on the positives, and the thing you need to work upon is a smaller aspect of the feedback. Whereas in the past, positives have been, you've done this really well, but then you have 20 minutes on what you need to improve.
I just think if schools adopted this process for giving feedback after observations, it would make people feel a lot better about being observed, but it also really focuses you, and it's really clear, specific about what you need to do and how you can improve for the future.